Hi everyone, I'm Jim and welcome to the review of Saint Anger, the 8th studio record by the band Metallica. Today we're celebrating the 20th anniversary of the record, so I've decided to go back and see if it still holds up or not. My story with this band is quite simple. My family were massive fans of Metallica even before I was born, so when I finally got here, they would play me their music all the time. When I was like 4 years old, I already knew the entire discography and I loved watching that SMM DVD, Symphony and Metallica. We had it at our house and I would watch it every day, especially because I loved the battery performance there. Back then it was my favorite Metallica song. Then 2 years later, this record, Saint Anger, was released. As you may know, the recording sessions for this one didn't go as smooth because the vocalist James Hetfield had to go to rehab because of alcoholism. To find out more about how this record was made, I urge you to watch the Some Kind of Monster documentary. It's right here. It sheds more light onto how this entire thing got made, and it wasn't a pleasant time for the band members. First, the bassist, Jason Newsted, left the band, and on this record there isn't actually a bass player. The producer, Bob Rock, plays on the bass. After the album was recorded, they chose a new bass player. You can see him right here, Robert. He kinda looks like a monkey, but I truly love him. He played in Suicidal Tendencies, Infectious Grooves, and that band Mass Mental, I think, with the Skindred vocalist. Great stuff. Here's the lineup and the track list. We've got James on the vocals and the guitar, Kirk on the guitar, and Lars on the drums. Also, Bob Rock on the bass. So the production is tight, it's very raw and heavy, yet it retains clarity. I truly enjoy how every instrument sounds here. Yes, even the drums, which are for some reason hated by the masses. I don't get it, This record is about anger, and kicking a trash can is basically how anger sounds like. So those boink boink noises when it comes to the drum snare are perfect for me. I truly love the snare sound on this record, and I wish more heavier bands would use it. I know that some slamming grindcore bands do this stuff, but it kinda annoys me because they play too fast. But if you would use this kind of snare in groove metal, I feel like it would work. So yes, I love how the drums sound on this record. The guitars are kinda muddy because they are using 7 strings. It kinda sounds like old school Korn to me, but it works, I enjoy it. The only thing I have to criticize here is the clipping, but there is a remaster which you can buy on Metallica site. It doesn't change anything except that it removes the clipping, so if you have a physical version like I do, you can hear the clipping easily, like on the song Shoot Me Again. In the chorus, James' vocals do a lot of clipping noise there. So remember that you can find this record and the next one, the Magnetic, on Metallica site. It's remastered, only digital version, it doesn't have the clipping noise. If you don't enjoy the production or the snare sound on this record, I urge you to get the digipack version of the album, because it has a DVD where they play the entire record live and it has a different snare sound. I enjoy that version as well, even if it doesn't have that boink sound when it comes to the drums. A fun fact for you, they play some of these songs slightly different on the DVD version, like Sweet Ember's Bridge for example is played a lot faster. Message is diverse, the songs are mostly about personal struggles when it comes to addictions, emotional problems, anxiety, stuff like that. It's very relatable and I truly enjoyed the lyrics, even if some of them don't make a lot of sense, like that tick 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 tack part in Frantic. Structure of the tracks is basic, standard intro, verse chorus, bridge, verse chorus, outro. Sometimes it's slightly different, but I must say that it's very repetitive. I wish these songs were shorter, like remove one verse, one chorus. It would have been better. When it comes to the music on this record, Metallica abandons the grungy, alt rock, hard rock vibes of the previous 2 records in favor of a more nu metal sound inspired by Korn, System of a Down, stuff like that. It doesn't mean that the songs don't have any heavy or thrash metal elements, because they do, but it's mostly a nu metal record, like anyone with ears can hear that. Another big departure in the sound is the lack of guitar solos, which actually doesn't bother me that much. Guitar solos are supposed to be melodic and enrich the sound, and I feel like that stuff wouldn't fit here. I heard some of these songs played live with added guitar solos, and it was weird to me, like it just doesn't fit. The record starts with the song Frantic, and the first thing everybody notices is the snare sound. As I said before, I enjoy it, and I actually think that the drumming on this record is phenomenal. It's the best performance by Lars since And Justice for All. Like, he even does double bass work here. Sure, it might be edited, but who knows? I like to think that he actually played all of the double bass parts on this record, because if you watch the DVD where they play this entire record, he does it. He looks like Eminem in the video, but he can still play, that's for sure. Next is the bass. It's played by Babrak, the producer, and it's actually audible, you can hear it. He mostly follows the guitars, but sometimes he plays his own lines, like at the beginning of Shoot Me Again. I like the bass sound because you can actually hear it, not like in Injustice for All. Next we have the guitars done by Kirk and James. They're more crunchy, more groovy. We have those 0-3-2-1 parts like in Korn. Some of these guitar parts are actually my favorite Metallica riffs, so great job! Finally we can talk about the vocals. I love James' performance on this record. He's singing, but he's also screaming and shouting. Some people do not enjoy his vocals here, but I do because it's very emotional and you can feel that it's real, that it means something to him. When it comes to this opening song, Frantic, I love the intro, the drumming in it, the guitar riffs are great, and then we have that main guitar riff, love that part, but I must say this is not my favorite song on the record. I do enjoy the vocals, even that tick 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 tack stuff, which is just ridiculous. Also, let's not forget the classic line, "My lifestyle determines my death style," which was made by Kirk, I think. My favorite part of this song, except the intro, is the outro, that doom 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 doom, and how the song explodes at the end. That stuff is genius. I love this song with all of my heart. 10 out of 10. The title song, Saint Anger, has even better intro. I must say that they've nailed those parts, you know, the intros to every song are just so fun to listen to. How the main guitar riff at the beginning is not that angry, but then they give it more distortion and it's just bonkers. And the drumming is phenomenal. The double bass work, the choking, everything just works here. I love the music video and more mellow parts, like when he sings Saint Anger in my head. Every single part of this song is fabulous to me. 11 out of 10, Some Kind of Monster. Now this song, yet again, amazing intro, great main guitar riff. It's very simple, and it's slightly familiar to Smoke on the Water. I love the bridge part here as well, but I feel like this song is too long. That's the only flaw. Over 8 minutes? Why? Also, have you seen that part where Kirk cannot play the main riff? And actually, the song has suffered because of that. Because if you remember, they play it much faster later on. On one side, it's played perfectly with tremolo, and on the other side, I guess it's Kirk still struggling with playing it. I wish James would just play both parts. Why ruin the main guitar riff? I would actually love to hear a technical death metal version of this song, where they tremolo every guitar riff. It would sound badass. 10 out of 10. Dirty Window is my second least favorite song on this record. It's because it has a more of a heavy metal vibe to it. I still dig it, great guitar riffs, cool vocals. I love that part with injector, reflector, infector, but that singing in the background, hi, that exists here. Still a very fun track when it comes to the instrumental work. Yet again, The drumming is my favorite part. 10 out of 10. Invisible Kid is my 6th favorite song on this record. I just love the intro and the drumming. Great stuff. The verses, perfect. The chorus could have been better. But my favorite part of this song is the last 35 seconds, so that last breakdown. That part, I could replay it all the time, and I just cannot get tired by it. It's perfect. Yet again, the only flaw of this song is the length. It's too long. Why 8 minutes? It should be trimmed down like by 2 or 3 minutes. Remove one verse and one chorus. Why would you repeat that shit all the time? 10 out of 10. My Word is my least favorite song on the record because of that part with "It's my word now, it's my word, yes it's my word." Why would you do that? But I do love the bridge where he's just screaming "I know the answer!" and the blast beats or the double bass work there is just so fun to listen to. Great stuff. And the groovy part where he screams "Suckers!" That is beautiful. But that "it's my word now," that's too much for me. 10 out of 10. Shoot Me Again is a song that starts with a very cool nu metalish guitar harmonics, you know, that ticka 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 ticka, and then we have the bass and the drums boink 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 boink. The intro is beautiful, the verses are fun to listen to, they're very nu metalish. I guess I don't like the pre-chorus where he's just screaming "Shoot me again, shoot me again, shoot me again, shoot me again." That's kinda annoying, but the chorus is great. All the shots I take. Cool stuff. The bridge part, also very nu metalish, very memorable. Overall, I enjoy this song. It's about the Napster controversy. The lyrics could have been better because they are too repetitive, but the music and the vocals are great. 10 out of 10. Sweet Amber is a fan favorite from what I remember. It has more of a southern heavy metal vibe in some of the parts. I truly enjoyed the guitar riff, doo-doo-doom, doo-doo-doo-doom. And of course the drumming is phenomenal, that snare, boink boink, boink all the way. The chorus here is my favorite part. How sweet are you? How sweet does it get? And then we have that bridge part with cool double bass section where all hell breaks loose. What can I say, it's a fantastic song, 10 out of 10. The Unnamed Feeling is one of the singles, it has a music video, and it's my second favorite song on this record. It's probably the most nu metal sounding track in Metallica history. That intro is perfect, I love every second of it. How at the beginning we only have that soothing melody, yet they expanded by adding more and more guitars into the mix, and also you can easily hear the bass in that part. And I just love that tum tum tum, wah 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 tum tum tum, wah wah tum tum tum. That's beautiful. The whole intro, the whispers in the background, this is probably my all-time favorite song of 2003. The verses with the singing, the pre-chorus, the chorus are also outstanding. I cannot find anything wrong with this song. It could have been slightly shorter, but I don't know what you would remove from it, as I love every single second here. 11 out of 10. Purify is my third favorite song on this record, and it's probably the most underrated Metallica song. Nobody talks about it, but it fucks. It's just so fucking good. That beginning riff, do-do-doom, do-doom, 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 heavy metal banger. And then we have that breakdown with just zeros. Do-doom, 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 pow, do-doom, pow. That is my favorite part of the song. And you know that people do abridged versions of Saint Anger on the internet? They shorten down the songs, and every single one of them removes that part from this song? Why? Just why? It's the best fucking part. Why would you do something like that? Remove one chorus or one verse. Don't remove the best part of the song. I love Purify. I love the verses, the chorus. The bridge part is genius. Love those guitar riffs. They're just so fun to listen to, full of energy, they are intense, they stay in your head. And the easy fucking breakdown, 000, is just so good. This song is magnificent. 11 out of 10. Purify, can't you hurt me? Purify, purify. All Within My Hands, the final song on this record, and that intro is genius. It just stays in your head, it's fun to listen to. Sure, the riff isn't that hard to play, but it's beautiful and it's fun to listen to. It's full of energy. I love the verses in this song because they're just so different from the rest of the song. They're very melodic, very soothing, much more calmer, melancholic, like the Saint Anger verses. They remind me of that. And that final part before the song starts to get heavier again, it kinda reminds me of Iron Maiden, you know, that guitar of tununum tununum tum tum. It reminds me of them. All within my hands. The chorus is amazing. Love is control. I'll die if I let go. Hear me now, in my hands. Every single vocal line is perfect, especially the ending, which is just hilarious. Many people make fun of it, but you just feel the anger in James' voice. Everyone is basically having a mental breakdown at the end of this song. Kill, 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 kill! I don't know how anyone could hate this song. It's also perfect as a closing track because you can feel that everyone is letting their negative emotions out. It's truly another highlight of this record, and as a closing track I prefer it over anything from Load, Reload, Black Album or the newest record. It just works. 11 out of 10. To sum it all up, the consistency is stable and the flow is fitting. Replayability, yeah, it's a masterpiece. I love this record from beginning to the end. To be honest, I don't understand the hate this record gets, how people don't enjoy the snare sound, it's weird to me. Also, I am quite surprised that the old school fans don't enjoy it when it's the heaviest Metallica album. Like, listen to this and then to Ride the Lightning or Kill 'Em All. This shit is heavier and it doesn't even have guitar solos. I feel the only reason this album got so much hate is the fact that people expected Master of Puppets 2 when the band said they would go heavier again, and it's just not that. It's much more stripped down, angrier music that doesn't give a fuck about anybody's feelings. At least that's how I feel about this record, and I truly enjoy it. The highlights of this one are the title track, Saint Anger, The Unnamed Feeling, Purify, All Within My Hands, Sweet Ember, Frantic, and Invisible Kid. The only flaw this record has is the fact that the songs are just too long. If every track was trimmed down by 2 or 3 minutes, just remove one chorus, one verse, and I guess it would be much more fun to listen to, because you have to invest your time to get through it. And actually, this stuff annoys me since the Load record, because that's probably the longest Metallica album, or maybe it was Reload. They're just so fucking long. And Death Magnetic is also long. Hardwired is longer. This is not a progressive death metal band, this is Metallica. Every song has a basic structure. You cannot make a 10-minute song with a basic structure, because nobody is going to have fun while listening to it, because it's boring and it's annoying and it's repetitive. So stop doing that. So if you like heavy, angry music or nu metal, check out this record, you're not going to be disappointed. I recommend this record to anyone who has gone through some tough time in their lives. It's not for someone who's living a perfect picture life, because this shit, it goes hard. You can feel that they've made this record for themselves, and some people will resonate with that, some will not. I love this record, I listen to it every year. It's not the best Metallica album, but it's my favorite. Celebrate the anniversary by spinning this record today, it deserves your love and attention. Saint Anger, more like Saint Banger. That's all from me, thank you for watching, don't forget to like and subscribe, follow me on my Instagram, links in the description. I will post there my copy of Saint Anger Digipack today, and I will see you in my other videos. Bye!